What's up, YouTube? I wanted to do a follow-up video to my other Sebenza video where I basically was just bummed out by my whole experience with Chris Reeve. Well, kind of like both actually, because the knife is still off-center. I have not had it fixed. I didn't send it in. At the time, I just didn't want to have my knife missing for, I'm sure I wouldn't even be exaggerating. It'd probably be gone for like 2 months. But anyway, I got a new Chris Reeve, and I wanted to remake this video because my experience thus far with that one is 100% different. However, I still love and use this knife almost every day. It's a little bit off-centered, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal to me. It still works perfect. It doesn't rub, so that's really what matters. But anyway, I Scotch-Brighted this and then oxy-cleaned it, so it's actually darker than you might are used to seeing with other Sebenzas. But this knife is super smooth. Like, it's unbelievably smooth. I don't know. I love that you can have that type of smoothness and still have no blade play. Even when it's not locked, there's no blade play. So I love that about these knives. So there's that, and now I got a small this time. I really wanted to try out the small. I knew that these knives were very comparable to the Rat 1 is very similar in size to this, and then the Rat 2, I believe, is the smaller version of the Rat 1. So if you have both of those knives, the Rat 1 and Rat 2 by Ontario, those are almost the exact size of this knife and this knife here. So if you want an idea of how big the small and large Sebenza are, pick up those two knives. They're almost identical. Because this knife is actually much larger in person than most people realize. It's exactly what I thought when I got it. It was huge. But this knife is, dramatically smaller. Even no matter what perspective you put here, like farther away from the camera, closer, this knife is tiny. It's small, but it fits my hand perfect. It has just enough handle there. I can get most of my thumb down the blade, which gives me lots of control. Plus, I don't know, there's just something about Wharncliffes, I guess you could say, if this is a Wharncliffe, or a sheep's foot. I just really love that blade shape, how it sweeps down right here. Plus, it has the nice little swedge. I don't know, I love the design, looks of it. This knife is also extremely smooth. The centering is perfect on this one. Not anything like my other Chris Reeve. This one's perfect. You can see. The detent's also better. The one in the background, kind of had a little bit of a weaker detent. This one has perfect detent. But yeah, perfect detent, and it's super smooth. No blade play, obviously. And yeah. So I did not Scotch-Brite this one. I just oxy-cleaned it. So this one is also darker than your average Sebenza. But yeah, I want to make this video just to kind of throw it out there on, I did have a great experience with my second time around with Chris Reeve. Eventually I want to do videos on some other of my favorite knives, like my Spyderco Southern. This was my favorite for a very long time. I did do some modifications. I heat anodized the screws in the pocket clip, and you can see that there's some purples in the bronze anodization of this back scale. You can see some of the hues right here. I don't know how good this will load onto YouTube, but in my camera you can see it. Bronze the screws. But anyway, this is a great flipper. Absolutely love this knife. So eventually I'll be doing a review on that. And then also, I have two paramilitary 2s. This is the Sprint Run with the tan handles, but I swapped out the black blade on the Digicam one. But yeah, eventually I will try to do videos on those. These are all my favorite knives. These are the knives I carry. I don't really carry any others. I have lots of others, but I don't carry them. And I always pair it with this, the MicroStream. Perfect little light. It's pretty much perfect to go with these right here. Throw that in your pocket anywhere you go, good to go. So thanks guys for watching. My second time around was great. Just wanted to let everyone know that. And that's it. Let's see. Cuddles. You can see my dog. Lazy dog. Cuddles. You want a treat? You always get up for treats, don't you? Cuddles. Sit down. Cuddles. Sit. Good girl. Pretty sit. Whoop. Pretty sit. I'm gonna get you to do this on camera. Cuddles. Pretty sit. Ah, motherfucker. Pretty sit. Cuddles. Pretty sit. Making me look bad on camera. Shake. Shake. Good girl. Pretty sit. Cuddles. Pretty sit. Cuddles. Pretty sit. Ah, of course you won't do it on camera.